This is Irontrader. This is the last call of the day. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil, natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look here at NVDA, NVDA. Now remember, the API report on crude oil will be out today at 4:30. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels for crude and natural gas will be posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock or ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have NVIDIA. Now, everything else has been participating, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Netflix, Tesla, in this end of the year rally. But you know, NVIDIA has been selling off here. Now, that Blackwell chip is coming out next year, and I think it's going to be a total monster. They're saying something about the gaming and everything. But everybody, even if they're coming out with their own chips, also needs NVIDIA here. So don't get scared off with this here. Just want to trade it for now until we can get above all this key resistant levels. Okay, so let's take a little peek ski here. Now, you can see here where we had this indecision candle. It came down below this 100-day at 128.08 here, but then rallied up here very nicely. Got as high as 131.59. Was a really, really good scalp here going on here. So I got, what did I get out of that? Yeah, I got 4 points out of NVIDIA there today. So this is a really good trader here while you're waiting. Okay, now I'm long the stock and I also trade it. So downside, let's just watch that key 100 SMA here. That's going to be key. Okay, what are we looking at right there? Okay, you're looking at 128.08, and then we're going to look at today's low. That's going to be very, very key. That's 126.86, and that's what we can trade against here now. Okay, so if we look at what's going to be below that here, what we do is we just go to the left of the chart here. Okay, so you're looking at 124.95. What do we have here? You got 121.83 level, and then we have this gap. Okay, so what you got is 120.34. There's your gap, and then we look to the top of this candle, 119.38. So you have a gap, and then we have this fill level. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to come right down here. If you bring that price channel across, you're looking at 115.14, which lines up pretty nice here with this 115.74 level here. But always look at these gaps and fills. Eventually, that'll get filled. Might get filled this time here. We just don't know yet. But it's a good trader here while we're waiting. Now, upside, as long as we can hold this key 100-day, 128.08 on a closing basis, that's the key. Then what we'll do is we'll just look at today's high, look at 131.59 level here. We can come over here to yesterday's high, 134.40, and then we can start running into that 8-day at 136.12, and then we have that 21-day at 139.34, and then we have the 50-day 139.73 level here. But right now she's holding in here. Let's kind of see how this all going to shake out. Maybe we just get a sideways action. Okay, now again, once this breaks above here, all these simple moving averages here, then we can just start taking her all the way up here and we have a retest. Now they have a price tag on this. Somebody has 175, some have 185 here. But I think if you're going to get that area, she's going to scoot all the way up to the 200 area. Now, you can see here for the week here, we need to hold this by on a closing base. That's at 128.36 level, which lines up very, very nicely here with the 100-day simple moving average. So we definitely want to close above this. If not, then we'll work ourselves all the way on down here. But realistically, that's what we need to close. On the upside here, we're looking at that 138.95. That's your 8 SMA here, and that puts us right in the mix of all the simple moving averages up here. So again, just be a little patient with this here. I think over time, I think this is going to be a really, really good trade to go much, much higher here. People just have to get involved. Right now, all the money's going into Tesla and stuff like that. But again, this here will have its day again. Don't worry. Okay, RSI here. Well, we got plenty of room to go here on the downside. You're not overbought. You're only at 37. It's the same way here. This is not nowhere near, but you got your green below your red here. That's always the first sign that says this is going to go lower, kind of a situation here. Same way here on RSI here on your weekly chart and on your MACD. Okay, your green flopped over your red. That's not a really good sign. But again, what we just have to do on a closing basis is watch that 128.36 by Friday. That is going to be the key support level here, along with this 100-day. But in the meantime, just trade this bad boy. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily chart, and we have a 1 minute, we have a 5 minute here. So you can see how nice the scalping was, okay? So what we did is when it sold right off here today, you can see it was right below this 8 simple moving average, and then we put in a low there of 68.81 level, okay? Then it went sideways, and then what we did is we had this green candle, which is almost like a good retest, and that told me I had to get long, and then we just rally that bad boy up. Now you're holding that 8-day. When you lose the 8, you always look for the 21-day. That's holding it, and so we're looking here pretty good right now. So you can see here, you never get freaked out here, okay, when we have these red candles like this here, okay, and that just shows that it's going to go lower, which it did, okay. Now, we kind of have a bottoming tail here, and you're holding above this 8-day and your 21 SMA here, okay, very, very nicely. But again, we still have that series, that lower high and lower low situation, so we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, remember, we got to watch those futures at 6 p.m. tonight and the API report at 4:30 to see we want to trade against today's candle, okay? So on the downside here, what we want to watch is this key 69.46. That's going to be key, and your 69.27, your 8-day and your 21-day. If that is lost, then we're going to be looking here to today's low. You're looking at 68.81 level. Then we can just run the candles all the way down, 68.44. Okay, you got 67.72, and then we come down here to 67.08, and your big retest is 66.53. But again, as long as we're holding that 8-day and 21-day here, we can have a sideways action. Upside, this 50-day is everything. Okay, 70.05. Okay, so if we can get back above that, then we do is we just look to today's high. That's sitting at 70.54. We'll come up to the top of this candle at 72. And then your big retest up there at 71.51 level here. So we got to see here how this is all going to kind of shake out here. But again, you got these really spooky kind of candles here going on here. So I just don't see anything here that's really that great. So what I am is I'm short, but then I also scalped the long just like it did today with the UCO and the SCO for the old short ski. Okay, so let's just see how it is. So what you want to do today is just watch today's high when those futures open at 70.54 and at low 68.81. That's what you're going to be trading against. And then just keep in mind this 50 SMA right there, and that 8-day and that 21-day on the downside. We need to hold that, otherwise we're going to keep coming all the way on down until we hit that retest. If we get back above that 50-day, well, then we got a nice target there of 71.51 here. So let's just trade this range, but don't be afraid to trade this, okay? As long as that candle doesn't, if it keeps right on going all the way on down, then I say then we can look for another target area. But right now, as long as you hold that 8-day 21, we're looking very, very good. Now here you can see like on a 1-minute chart, we had the same thing here like on a 5-minute, where you never want to buy this here, okay? Until you start rallying here above that 8-day. Then once you get above that here, then we know we have the 21-day. It was hanging up there, but then it just started rallying right up here very nicely until we start running right into this 200-day sitting at 69.75. So that is your scalping area. So you just put these 8-day, 21, 50-day, 100-day, 200-day, everything all on every chart that you have, and it seems to work out pretty well. See where you hit your 68.81, and then we just had this nice series of higher highs and higher lows going right on up here. So we got to see how this is going to shake out here basically over time. But right now the chart is looking not too bad. But again, I don't see a whole lot, especially with this time of the year with the seasonality. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, natural gas was really nice and wet and wild today. I scalped a buck 72 out of the KOLD here, and then I took a long on the UNG here, and I got I got 60 cents out of that there today here. So I'm out of the trade right now. So that was really a great two-way trade. So even when this comes down and gets red, okay, what we're looking for is today's low. We had a 3.09. What we're watching is just like yesterday, okay, we had that low of 3.14. What we were watching was the bottom of this candle, 3.13. See that? That's support. Now, again, if that's lost, then we just look for the next support level, which is 3.069. It did not get there. It came out at 3.09. That was your support level, okay? Then you can see where it just started turning green and just started rallying right up here. Now we're back above that 21-day, and we're back above that 8-day. Very, very nice trading in the Oneida gas there today. Actually, the whole market was really a good trade, even though the market is down. It doesn't really mean anything. Just if you don't see something in one, just go to another. Tesla was a fantastic trade today. NVDA was a really good trade there today. Even though it's down, okay, it's not down like what it was, okay? And that's the key. You're just looking to make them day trade situation. Now we're looking here really good. So what we have here for a high is at 3.34. So what we're looking here is right here. This is the top of that candle. that is going to be your resistance level. Now, if we keep right on moving, then we're going to look right to the top of here at 3.40, and then we'll come up to the top of there at 3.48, and then we're going to come over here at 3.52, and then 3.56. That's what we're going to be targeting here on the upside. Okay, so this here, as long as this 21-day, look how this is a badass SMA right here. Look at this. Even though it came down, she's holding it. Okay, it's holding this very, very nicely here. Okay, that 21 SMA. So now we're back above the 21 and back above that 8-day, and we're going to see if we can ride back up to that 3.56. Now, here's the key. On the downside, you got to just watch this 8 SMA here. That's going to be key support level, 3.26, and then we want to watch that 3.21 level. That's going to be very, very key. Okay, if that's lost here, we'll come down to yesterday's low. That's that 3.145. Then we come down here to today's low at 3.09. Then just follow the rest of these candles here. You know, you got 306, 303, 3 flat, and then you have 2.97. But again, as long as that 8-day and that 21-day here, as long as these two hold, where this is here is still very, very good. But it's a trading situation. Natty gas is a trading situation. I don't see where this is going to be rallying up higher. But again, you know, who knows with natural gas? That's the beauty of it. You just really don't know. But again, everything is about this 21-day and that 8-day right now. As long as that can hold, we start closing below that, well, then we're going to go lower here. But really, the seasonality now is running out here for natural gas, and your contracts are getting less and less as the months go on. We're in a January contract right now. So just remember that I don't really see where you're going to get some big blast. Now, again, next year is going to be different here because remember, we always have this new presidential, and when you get that cycle, he wants to pump the oil, he wants to pump the natural gas, he wants to be the king of energy here. So this could make a big difference here as far as these seasonality charts go here. However, here just trade this range, but eventually I think we're going to get either sideways here to a down action here in the next couple of months here. So just remember, just trade this. That's the key here. Watch that 8-day and watch that 21-day. Now, again, when those futures open at 6 p.m., just watch today's high, that 3.34, and watch that low at 3.09. That's what we're going to be trading against now. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, and we will do it all over again. Thanks for watching.